It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here from our studios. Welcome to West Breakfast. Hashtag what are you saying? It's Tuesday and we're ready to kickstart your day with our breakfast content. My name is Omotoshola Sharimake. And with me is a lady. Hello, good morning to you.
Hi, Mira. How are you? Good morning.
Doing pretty well. How was your night rest?
Hmm. It was okay. I mean, I feel like yesterday a lot of things was off my shoulders.
Right.
I didn't have to go back and forth a whole lot of things. So I was able to sleep on time, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was okay.
So
How
how do
about
you
you?
feel? 2 days down, 3 days to go.
Honestly, I don't know because the truth is I don't see how it goes. I just feel like it's too fast, and I'm too busy to even
Too
know.
fast, you say?
Yeah, I feel like it's too fast because I mean in the next how many minutes now we're done with this and I'm going back to okay, let's go. Let me prepping for Gossip Gala, right? And before you know it, 12 it's Gossip Gala and I'm done with that. Probably have a meeting, then start working for tomorrow. So it's more like it's just
Like it
coming and so
circles.
yeah, so I mean, I just feel like I'm working around the clock. I have like scripts by the side, so it's more like I'm doing working mentally on okay, how do I put this script in order for it to come out well. So you see, I just have a lot on my table. So as it goes by, I don't even know. I just know that it's night and I'm sleeping, I'm waking up the next day and I'm working. That's it.
So off your head, you feel like you enjoy your routine.
I mean, like I think I've told you before when I actually mean when I say there's nothing like too much work, right?
Okay.
So I actually enjoy working. I like being too busy.
Or
I'm not the I love talking, yeah, but
mm-hmm.
start having the whole gossip thing is not my thing. So it's better I'm on my by myself and
Mm-hmm.
just do my thing. So literally, that's just how I am.
Love and light. For me, my night rest was okay. Like I said last week, I now like the fact that I've been able to decipher what works for me, and I've been able to do my work well. Before it used to be like a little bit overwhelming for me,
Hmm.
but I've been able to like figure out what to do at the right time and what not to do. Let's say, okay, I'm enjoying the new week. I love it very fast. I mean, let's fast forward to the weekend. I think the weekend's like vacation.
Me to
Yeah,
you.
breath of fresh
That
air, and
weekend
then
is
we're
literally
back.
when I'm doing the script. So there's no resting time. Honestly speaking,
Right.
there's none.
Well, today, Tuesday, we have a lineup of activities for you from headlines across the globe, and then we move to a hot topic for today. And today, Tuesday, is when we get to talk about trending stories or something from the social media space. If you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV, click the subscribe button now, like, and share the link to family and friends. It's time to go on a short break to return with headlines across the globe. West Breakfast continues in a moment.
My name is Olaban Ralph Obioha. We offer you a wonderful shopping experience when you come to Olario Furniture. It's safe for you to park here. We have a lot of parking space. It's relaxing. It's peaceful when you come here. And we have all the products that you need. We have the expertise that you need for your interior design process. Just come. This is a one-stop shop for you to design your project, whether hospitality, commercial, or residential. You are at the right place when you come in. We solve all your problems that you have.
Glad to have you back from that break. Now let's take a look at the pages of today's newspaper. And today we have Vanguard and New York Times. I'll be taking the stories from the Vanguard newspaper. And the major headline here reads, Federal government opts for duty-free import of rice, beans, wheat, other grains. The top corner of the Vanguard newspaper states that banks borrowing from CBN skyrocketed by 458% to 57.5 trillion naira. Right under 872 hours after abduction, fate of Kaduna journalist remains unknown. Zenith Bank wins Best Commercial Bank in Nigeria and Best Corporate Governance Award. The next to it, UBA's GMD appointed Chairman, Body of Banks CEO. Below the major headline of the Vanguard newspaper, end of the road for 9 billion naira kidnappers in Lagos. Court bans Rivers CJ Clerk from accepting Anuwele's impeachment notice. Scarcity, NNPCL blames logistics flooding as petrol queue grows longer. And finally, just a bit from sports, Team Nigerian ready to soar at Paris Olympics. And the story that caught my attention the most is that of federal government opt for duty-free import of rice, wheat, beans, among others. I take a details of the story. The federal government is planning to suspend duties, tariff, and taxes on some essential food items imported through land and sea borders. Report has it that the decision was informed by the need to bring down the cost of food items which have hit the roof, making life unbearable for Nigerians. Consequently, the Nigerian Association of Chambers and Commerce Industry, Mines and Agriculture, and NASIMA, and Center for Promotion of Private Enterprises, CPPE, in a swift reaction, lauded the government's decision, saying it would have a positive impact on inflation. A source also listed the food items, which include maize, wheat, oxed brown rice, and cowpeas, would enjoy a 150-day duty-free import window. The source said the government recognized the fact that the prices of food items have over the past several months increased in all parts of the country, making life difficult for the people. The affordability crisis in food system have been indexed by the data from the National Bureau of Statistics, which by the last count had put food inflation at 40.66%. I like to talk about how I think sometimes a week or a couple weeks ago we did a difference between what was the price to buy things and the price to buy things previously and now, before and after. Yeah, let's put it that way. And there's like a huge difference. To the extent that some companies are starting to leave Nigeria, some have left already. A number of them has left. Now, right now, inflation is about 40.66%, which is almost 50%. This is a lot. Now, that's not where I'm going to. What I'm going to is the fact that, okay, yes, you intend to remove import duties on some things. And the headline here says rice, beans, wheat, and others. That's why it's not good to only read the headline. I always tell people around me that when you see a story, do not just read the headline. The headline is for you to be very catchy. Yeah. Look at the LGBTQ. They said President Tinubu. If you read the details of the story, you will see that, okay, that was not what actually happened. So reading the details of the story, that we found out that the food they intend to reduce prices for is maize, wheat, oxed brown rice, and cowpeas. They didn't say etc. They didn't say among others. They didn't say at all or like the list continues. It means they intend to reduce import duty on maize, on wheat, on brown rice, and cowpeas. I don't understand. We understand that we are Nigerians and we have diverse. We eat different things,
Holy
but
Ghost.
a common or an average Nigerian do not eat brown rice. Most of us eat white rice, right? A average Nigerian rather do not eat wheat, right? Except maybe the aged people. So reducing import duties on maize, wheat, ox brown rice, and cowpea. Should we be happy? I do not understand. Are we supposed to be excited? Yes, you intend to reduce it for 150-day duty-free import. At least from now to the next 150 days, things should come down. Let the price of tomatoes come down. Let the price of pepper come down. Let the price of rice. I went to the market over the weekend and the price of beans, drum beans, was going for 9,000 naira. A custard bucket. Something I used to buy for like 4-5 before. I buy honey beans and I buy drum beans for making moi moi and all of that. Honey beans now is going for 10,000 naira to 11,000. That's on the mainland. And you tell us that you want to reduce import duty, and we should be happy that you are bringing down the import duty on wheat, on brown rice, on cowpeas. In my head, I'm like, Nigerians, really? Really?
I think you should.
Seriously?
I think you should be happy.
We should be happy.
I mean,
Interesting.
Mrs. Remi Tinubu has come out to say every woman needs to be a farmer. So get ready. Start cultivating.
It trended on X that they said it's so easy to plant tomatoes in your house. All you need to do is just to get a bag of sand and do that. And someone replied, and that reply was an excellent reply.
Okay.
So we used 3-4 months to plant tomato and finish the tomatoes in one cooking. You can imagine cooking, growing bags of tomatoes, and then you are packing everything to make one sauce.
You are even going too far. There are people that don't have houses. How are they going to plant? Have you thought about that? You are going too far. You're talking about sand. It's more like you don't already get a house. Have you forgotten that there are homeless people here in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Like the population, if you check like statistically, you will know that there's a lot of people that are homeless. Let's not talk about the construction they wanted to do that. We don't even know what's going on right now. Those people's houses that they have broken, like there's no updates on the compensation. There are a lot of things that are going down. So, I remember a time when we had a conversation and I was telling you that Nigeria is more like an influencer.
Okay.
So just wake up every morning for a new product to sell, honestly. Because you just wake up one morning and you are just hearing one story. And one thing, I'll just sit down and I'm like, oh, wow, this one now, nice. That when you read this, when you said the thing this morning, I'm like, okay. So beans that we are eating is not there. The normal rice that we are eating is not there. Who eat maize? Like, how many people?
Eat maize.
How many people?
Roasted maize or roasted corn. But it feels as if we are speaking to the wall. It feels as if we are speaking to rocks. It feels as if we are speaking to a lifeless, a deaf, a dumb object. That, okay, we're just speaking. You're not listening. There's pepper there that can be reduced. There's white rice that can be reduced, even if it's the price of egg. I was trying to restock, was it like 2 weeks ago? The one was telling me half crate of egg is now 3,000 something, or 2.8 to 3,000.
Nice.
And I'm like, what on earth did I just hear?
That one is still, I think the last time I bought egg should be around 4 or 5. You know, they have like these bigger ones.
Yeah, they're bigger ones.
Yeah.
And I was
like, around 4 5.
So 2.8 for half, not an entire crate. So if you cannot bring down, even if it's the price of feed that you bring down. So when you bring down the price of feed, it helps the farmers, poultry farmers. The price of eggs will go down. I used to buy egg 400 naira because right now I feel like I'm old. Right now I feel like, there was a better Nigeria. And how do I tell my kids that, okay, when I was in uni or during NYC days or my first 3, like 4, 5, this is how we used to buy things. Because it's very funny, right? Because I really do not know
this thing you just said made me remember there was a time where I think there was something I was going through, like my mom's photo, like, this, what do you call it, like this photo album, yeah. So I think she kind of kept her school fees received there. Guess how much her school fees was at that time? It was 10 naira.
I can imagine.
I'm not joking. But yes, 10 naira right now. Like, when last did you see 10 naira?
When last did you see 15 naira?
Do you get? So it is, I don't know, this, I see. For every time that I keep talking about this whole Nigeria problem, it gets tiring because
Right, it does.
I keep saying this. I remember the time of everywhere jaga jaga, poor man scatter. Like, imagine that at that time they're singing that song. What song do you think we should be singing? Because it is a lot. What is really happening right now? Ha.
Kindly let us know your thoughts and the news that piqued your interest the most via different social media platforms. And now let's go to stories outside Nigeria, because let's say breath of fresh air from outside Nigeria.
No, even the one outside the country is looking chaotic. But let's go. All right, so let's start off the newspaper. We have 6 top Democrats privately saying Biden should go. House leaders meet. Allies of President insist he must do more to reassure voters. All right, left side of the newspaper has at SpaceX. Wildlife safety takes back seat to launch. Many exploit conflicting agency missions to achieve his goals, inquiry finds. All right, then the next one we have, middle of the newspaper has French elections, you dreadlock as left surge. Macron's party at number 2, far right, loses projected lead. Bottom left has Israeli protest, seek ceasefire and election. Right side has Mexico City's burning debate, subdue Salas for foreigners. And the last headline on the newspaper has in Gaza, seeing scattered land and airy stillness. All right, so the headline that particularly intrigues me is Israeli protests for ceasefire and new elections. Recently, many Israelis protested against their government, marking 9 months since a major attack by Hamas and the ongoing war in Gaza. The protesters are demanding two main things. So the one is a ceasefire deal with Hamas to bring back hostages, while the second one is new election in Israel. Now, the protests were large and disrupted traffic in many cities, including a major protest in central Tel Aviv. Now, some progress has been made in negotiating a ceasefire, but fighting continues in Gaza. And on Israel not even bother with Lebanon, many Israelis worry that Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu might focus on keeping his government in power instead of making a deal that would lead to a ceasefire and the return of hostages. So you see here that, what's his name now? Benjamin Netanyahu is just more for himself. He's not even thinking about his people, you know, because now they have gone into... Imagine protesting for your government and nothing is happening. They want a ceasefire because they are tired of the whole fight, the back and forth, and they feel like, okay, the hostages are too much. Let them come back. Let this whole fight end. Because honestly, see, the truth is, for every time that I want to read this paper, there's always one Gaza something. Is that you're saying Gaza? Is that something Biden has said, or something is happening in Israel, right? And to be honest, I am too tired because this war is getting too much. So many people are dying. So many people are being kept hostage, and it doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't even know. Whatever the cause of this fight is, I think it's time for them to put an end to it. And the fact that, what's his name now? Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't want to go upset. He is trying as much as possible to make sure he's still in place. Right. You see humans and what do they call that? I don't know how people go on set, and instead of you, I think these people don't know that they are there to actually serve us technically. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like a tribe in Nigeria would say, me first. So let's say that's what is playing there.
Honestly.
Thank you for taking us out of the country. Let's take a quick break. When we return, we're going straight into our hot topic for today. You do not want to miss the segment. We'll be right back shortly. Thank you. In today's world of internet and social media, some morals and, of course, ethical dilemmas have developed that were not the thing 20 or 30 years back. The pervasive nature of social media has made it so that content can be shared and accessed very easily. The consequences of this, however, is the way by which private information spreads. Everything now goes on social media, all in the name of content. Today, we'll be discussing where the line is to be drawn when it comes to securing the viral content and that everyday content pines for and respecting the privacy of celebrities and public figures. We would also be discussing the adverse effect of these revelations by private information on the mental health and private lives of the celebrities and a normal content creator. Today's topic will be, where do we draw the line on the gram? Everybody right now is a content creator. In fact, I can say I'm a content creator. As long as I have something I'm capturing and I'm putting out there, I have 1 or 2 followers, I have 1 or 2 likes and comments, automatically I'm a content creator. Like I always say, love content always sell more on social media space. Now, I like to ask you, yes, I'm putting it to you because I'm putting it to you. I am putting it to you.
This is what I always run from, but let's hear it.
Okay, so have you like shared a personal life or your personal experience on social media before?
Have I? If on this table, I mean, if this is going to social media, literally, so yes.
But have you like made a post?
Not really.
Why not really? Not really because you don't want to, or because you've not had the time to, or something you will never do?
It's something, so it depends on what I'm supposed to actually, like what that personal thing mean. I feel like there's some things that are personal that I can share, and that's because it's not something that is too personal, not something that I would consider personal. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, where I would consider very personal, the next neighbor will not hear it. In short, it's something that my mom might not even know. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I'm bringing mom to this kind of because she's more like the closest person. Do you get what I'm saying? So, literally, if there's anything I'm supposed to put out there, it's because it's not personal. It's something that I feel like I can share anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Now, speaking of social media space right now, I was scrolling through one of the popular social media. I would have loved to display the video, but it's not a sight to see.
Okay.
The person is a boy, or he's a guy, rather, because let's say age-wise or look-wise. This person is a guy, and it was showing a video maybe his past couple days, and it showed a video of a lady. I don't want to use the right words, but pardon me to use the word hook up.
Okay.
So let's say the lady came for hook up and it filmed the lady. It didn't show her face, but it showed her feet and, okay, more like sneak peek, right? And the next thing, it showed a place where the girl was wearing a dress back. I shared it to one of my friends. I sent the reel to one of my friends.
Okay.
And I was like, what on earth is this? Yes, we understand that you've shown. We did not even know that these girls were good. But the next day we saw our back view trying to wear a dress, like a complete back view. I mean, up onto our lower abdomen.
What?
You can say that again. And I asked myself, where do we draw the line on the gram? Yes, the post did well. There were thousands of views and thousands of comments. Did he do that on purpose? I think yes. Because if he did not, it would have brought it down. Yes, the girl's face did not show, but I feel like the girl has the right to sue him. Whatever business they had, business is business, right? You're not supposed to make a video of her dressing up and you post it. Right now is a thing on social media spaces. Some people will consciously post their news and say, oh, it was a mistake.
That one is normal.
I know it was a mistake. I was trying to wear my clothes and my dress fell off.
Story that touches the heart.
It was not that you were going live. You posted it yourself. There are cases in which you were going live, but you know what you're wearing. You know that, okay, this thing can pull up, this thing can fall off your shoulders. Why do you now do it? So where do you think people should draw the line on the gram? At what point? What should make it to the gram? What should not make it to the gram? I saw a tweet by V. Was it this morning? I saw it. She said, if you want to enjoy anything happy or sweet in your life, keep it private. Do you belong to that school of thought?
I don't belong to that school of thought. Like I said, I feel like if it's not, see, posting things doesn't necessarily, I don't think it has anything to do with emotions or whatever. So this is the angle I'm coming from. If anything you open, like you use your hand and go on Instagram and you press reels and you press what you want and you press whatever you want to, and you literally now press send or whatever or post, right? I feel like you should have it at the back of your mind that there are people, if people see it, everybody has opinions. People would react to that. So I don't know how you post something and you are still the one complaining that, oh, they are insulting me or they are doing this or they are doing that. I don't understand it. It is giving me, let me not use demonic because, no, honestly, like how do I take up a phone? And I mean, I posted yesterday, right? So how do I take up my phone and I posted my pictures and people start complaining and people start commenting on it, and oh, you have a very big head, oh, your legs are this, oh, you don't have good nails, and all of those things. And somehow I'm not saying, oh, you're not supposed to come to my, I mean, not supposed to. Why is it there? First of all, it is social media.
Right.
Social. People are there. It comprises of people. Do you understand? Like, it's a public domain. So I don't know how you go to a public space and you don't expect to be criticized, or you don't expect to be talked down, or you don't expect to be... See, it's good and bad. People will come for you positively and negatively. So if you know that you don't have the sanity and you don't have the power to take in all of those things, don't bother posting anything. No. Don't bother putting yourself out there.
Let's talk about influencers. TikTok seems to be the next big thing, or it's already the big thing.
It's already a big thing.
Let's analyze this topic in different levels. There is sexual scandal. There is marriage, respect our marital vows and marital this thing. There is that level. There is the level of private life. Okay, I'm posting this life because I want to keep memories. These are 3 different levels. When it comes to marriage, right? Some people like to keep their marriage off social media. But you brought your marriage to social media. You got married, in fact, on social media. We updated. In fact, you had a handler that was posting reels from your wedding.
We became online in-laws.
We became online in-laws, right? Something that went bad in that marriage. You came online again to update us, innocent us. I'll just subscribe on my phone to watch whatever makes me happy. And you updated us again, okay, right now this marriage is not working because, okay, maybe the husband is queer, or you yourself, or you realize, okay, you're queer, but you came on social media to tell us. Do you think information like that shouldn't have made it to social media space? And another angle is sexual scandal. Some people have sent their pictures, their unclad photos to maybe friends or partners or something, and from there it went viral. I think sometimes last year, a TikTok celebrity or so, our unclad videos went viral, right? It's not as if she posted it herself, but she sent it to someone. It's still on the gram, right? So should some information, some pictures, some things have not made it to gram, regardless of how close the person is. And the next thing is private life. You're showing us your sitting room. Okay, someone like me, I feel like I have a magnetic brain. There are times that when I see things, they don't leave it. When you say things to me at times, I might not remember. That's why I'm always writing things down. But when I see things with my head, or things I see, growing up as a child used to be really bad. If I should see something like once, I will not forget it the rest of like the next 2-3 weeks, right? And there are times when I hear things unconscious, not like when you're talking to me, when like phone numbers from radio stations, it sticks in my head, right? So when I just see things, I've seen your sitting room like 2 times. I've seen your room like 3 times. You are the one posting this private content on social media space. Now, tomorrow night comes, you're not saying, this. Do you think they shouldn't have brought to social media? Like, what's the ethical line?
Who am I to actually now draw the line if the government themselves have not even drawn the line? There's no algorithm to what should be posted and what not to be posted. So I cannot now tell people, oh, okay, you are supposed to post this, you are not supposed to post this. I think recently a skit maker was actually apprehended for posting a kind of skit that was against the skits rule and all of that. You know, they have laws now that guides people that content creators that make skit and all of those. So I cannot now tell you, oh, post this, don't post this. But now let's talk about what do they call that now? So probably the value system and all of those things. I don't see a reason why you're posting your nudes on social media. I don't see a reason why your sexual whatever you've done, whatever you've practiced, whatever style you like, I don't see a reason why it is on social media. But now this is where the problem is. People will not tell you that, oh, okay, in order to make money, in order for people to hear me and all of these things. That's the reason why I posted it, so that people get to see. Now, I'll give you an example. There's this app on Androids. It's just like you have your Safari. There's Phoenix, right? It's a browser. Now, if you go onto Phoenix, the only thing that you see there, I was speaking to somebody. Was he? I think last week or so. I think the makeup artist, right? And I was telling her that you go on this app. The only thing you see is where a lady is either shaking her backside or she's taking her front side, or she's showing, it's just something sexual. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just something sexual. So this brings me to the algorithm. The government needs to start working on things like this. Now, if I say, let me bring the North Korea now, some people say I'm going to extra.
Yes, you are.
But that is just an example. Or do I even take China for example? They are the only, see, go to the, if you stay there and use their TikTok, you see that it's quite different from that of Nigeria. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see the things they post online. You don't pass their invention. You know, pass their technology. You know, pass what they are doing. So it's either they are showing you that a bed can actually give you chair kind of vibes. Probably, you know, like there's so many things that they show you. It shows that this country is progressing. But the only thing we do here is, like you said, relationship matter. It sells a lot. Why? Because that's what we intend to consume, and the algorithm they have not yet put any what do they put out, any law to now guide what and what should be posted. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, see another thing. I was watching something yesterday evening, right? So VTM came out to say something. So there was this. Let's start from.
Has it been released?
My sister, were you sleeping?
Oh, maybe not.
Long time. Like he was arrested today. It was released like the next day.
Oh, great.
So back on it, right? VTM came out to say something yesterday, but let me start from the initials, right? So there was something Ash Mercy posted. She posted a video of her. There's this cream that she was influencing it, and she's like, oh, this cream just rub it to your tummy and all of that, and it's gonna go in and all of that. Then VTM came out to say yesterday that how do you people do this? Like how can I can't fathom this. How do you tell me that you rub a cream in your tummy and it just becomes flat automatically? Like who the hell buys that? Do you understand what I'm saying? So they need to, and why he was even saying that was because there was no NAFDAC number on the product she was selling. So he's like, how do you even sell something to people that doesn't have authentication? Do you understand what I'm saying? We don't even know if it's good or not, because I mean NAFDAC have not even seen it yet. So all these things we need to start working on them. So back to drawing line, like I said, I can't start telling people what to put on social media and what they should not if the government hasn't said so, right? So what I would just say is everybody has morals, everybody has values. So I don't see a reason, like I said, I don't see a reason why you're posting things that are meant to, like you're supposed to keep privately. I don't see why it's on social media. Are you trying to tell me that you're very good with 6ix9ine? Are you trying to tell me that you're very good with the cowgirl stand, all of these things? It doesn't make any sense.
You talked about North Korea and China. These countries are developed countries, right? Okay. Nigeria is a developing country. Mm-hmm. They are known for inventions, like you said. Let's just say Nigerian government wants to restrict what we post on social media. What would it have been? What do you think is one of our strongest? You know, when you go for interview, they ask, what's your strengths? What are your strengths and your weaknesses? So what is that strength that you feel like we Nigerians have that we can be posted? Is there a good leadership? Or is it a good road?
That's the problem. Now, we intend to forget that this country did not just become developed overnight. Right? In secondary school, we had taught about the Asian tigers and all of that. You will see that before they became that, they had a lot of struggle. They literally passed through a lot, right? So same comes to Nigeria now. We have a lot. We're already dealing with the leadership issue. There are other sectors. I think I was telling you one time that my dad did the whole electrician thing, right? And I remember there was a time when my junior sister came back from school and she's like, okay, they told her to do something around lights, but they should use paper. My dad actually used cardboard paper to construct light. Like, he connected the whole battery, the whole wiring in my presence, in front of me, and that actually brought light. And I remember having a conversation with him, and he said, if not that there's no sponsor and all of these things, he's supposed to have his own fridge by now. Now, there are so many people that are very talented. There are so many people that have brains. Like, when we talk about brains, you just like, if brain is a book, it is actually them. Do you understand? So, if those kind of people, we have them in our country. I feel like we are always more focused on the leaders. We are always more focused on Nigeria. We need to push forward. And honestly, it is not even our fault. Because the same people that are supposed to be thinking about these things, we are thinking for them. Right? See me talking about the fact. See, there are a lot of people. I think I was listening to my boss one time when she was saying about one guy, I think in the northern, that could do something. I don't know. But there are so many of them. I know of this, he is my friend, but he's younger, right? I'm older than him. and he had passion. Like, he so much love this whole connect wire, bring water. He would, like, he literally would, he just bring water and bring wire and whatever. And before you know, he's giving you light. These are people that what you just need is to sponsor them. What you just need is to help them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Till today, we are still doing a lot of exporting. Why?
Right.
Why? We are still carrying our oil. Okay, all thanks to Dangote, but we still carry our oil to do refine and all of those things.
Dangote
Why?
refinery has not started.
Do you
right
get?
now.
So there are a lot of things that we need to focus on. Right? So like I said, those countries did not just become developed overnight. They first of all had leaders that were on their toes. They had leaders that were thinking ahead. They did not have leaders that the only thing they're thinking of is their pockets. They didn't have leaders that the only thing that they wanted to do was to check and make sure that their account has enough before they step down. So we need to first of all start changing our mindsets, as whoever that goes on seat needs to change our mindset first. That you are there not just for yourself, but you are to serve and lead as well. So when we have the right leaders, right, we'll be able to help other people. But now we have other people we have influential people here in Nigeria. We have people that have money here in Nigeria. Why are they not seeing these people that what's this guy's name now? That's how I keep that guy that helped with chairs, that won chairs and that is helping.
Olukoya,
yes,
Tunde
God bless you, Tunde Olukoya. That's why I'll keep saying thumbs up to him.
Onukoya.
Yeah,
Tunde
I'll keep saying thumbs up to him, because he did a marvelous thing. It's not enough for you to have the resources and you're not helping other people. Go around and see people that needs to be helped. Go around and see good people that could use their hand to do anything magical. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we should not just leave it alone for the government, because those people they are yet to even get their thing right. They are yet to get themselves together. So until they're able to get themselves together, we ourselves, we should try the private entities should try as much as possible to support people that can do something and sponsor them. Because if you keep waiting for them, we'll just be here and keep shouting Nigeria is a developing country.
I get you, God's beauty. Although I have a diverse opinion about
Okay.
it. But we have to go on a quick break. When we return, we'll still have the conversation. Where do we draw the line on the gram? We'll be right back in a moment.
My name is Olaban Ralph Obioha. We offer you a wonderful shopping experience when you come to Olario Furniture. It's safe for you to park here. We have a lot of parking space. It's relaxing. It's peaceful when you come here. And we have all the products that you need. We have the expertise that you need for your interior design process. Just come. This is a one-stop shop for you to design your project, whether hospitality, commercial, or residential. You are at the right place when you come in. We solve all your problems that you have.
If you're just joining us, this is West Breakfast hashtag what are you saying? And we are still having the conversation around where do we draw in the line on the gram. Before we went on that short break, God's Beauty was talking about inventions, people are talented in Nigeria. Why do they not post them and all of that? Now, I want to bring it to you that they post them. If you should go to X, when you're trying to view post on X, you see people painters, oh please retweet my video, retweet my pictures, oh I draw this, and you see beautiful art pictures. I mean, very beautiful and creative art pictures drew with either pencil or created, and it's always very beautiful. Now, back to social media space and algorithm. They post all these things on social media, but if I should post the work of my hand, maybe I made a handcrafted bag or I made an Ankara bag or something, and post it on social media, the number of likes and comments that we have and views that we have compared to someone that shaked Anyash, or because it's no longer a gender thing, that shake his or Anyash or my bad, apologies for my choice of words, his or her backside on social media, we get more views, more comments. So now it's not inspiring enough. It's not motivating. There was a time I was creating content that it wasn't getting enough likes. It wasn't getting. It was demoralizing. It felt as if the way forward is me when I post my husband or when I post my first child, or maybe when my child is eating. Then people will say, "Oh God, when?
Okay, where you done? Finish.
And when people see posts like that unclad, the person is dancing sultry type of dance, that's the type of post that does well. And our social media content creators, our influencers, our celebrities, because now I want to talk about celebrities. Our celebrities have known that, okay, this is what sells, and now they are doing it. Moyolawa, for example, she posted a nude or a sex tape or so. There was a time that it was a trend then. Every two months, you would see somebody's sex tape on social media space. They made this video on purpose, and who told that they didn't post it on purpose? People have not been talking about Moyolawa for a long time. But the moment they posted her sex tape, she was promoting a movie. So where do you think we should draw the line for celebrities? Or if you are a fashion designer, we only want to see fashion designing content. If you are a musical artist, we only want to see music-related content. If you are a brand influencer, we only want to see brand-related content. Or you have the right to, okay, like Vicky James now. Yes, apart from you doing fashion designing, yes, you're posting you and Mr. Atere. Oh, yes, you're posting when you went to Ajegule. Oh, yes, you're posting. I can write, I might not know how more than what I've seen on social media space, but I feel like I can give a description about what our day looks like. I might be wrong, but with what I've seen on social media, yes, don't believe everything you see on social media. We know, but to some extent, there is an atom of truth.
Okay, so let me probably start with, when I was talking about the whole supporting them, it's not just by posting them, right? Now, like I said, there are a lot of influential people. There are a lot of people that have money. Let me not start calling names. We have Obi Kubana, we have Kubana Chief Priest. There are a lot of them like that, right? Both the popular and unpopular ones that can help these people. Now, when I'm talking about people with brains and all of these things, I am not saying person making Ankara doesn't have brain, or I'm not saying whoever that is painting and all of these things. In short, even that painting, the space is even saturated now because almost everybody now wants to paint, just like the way almost everybody now wants to sing, right? Now, I'm talking about people that do exceptional things. Yeah, people that are doing a lot of things that you when you see them, you're like, how did you think about this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Those are the people that you need to sponsor. Because take it or leave it, but there's this impact that it gives Nigeria. There's this, look at what Hilda did, right? The fact that she was able to bring Guinness, whatever, down to this place. It gave Nigeria more light. It gave us more visibility nationally. So those are the kind of things that we need to start working on privately, because like I said, our government are here to put their things together. So in as much as we are working towards making sure we have good government, right, we should also ensure that these people aren't lacking behind. Now, you said something about the fact that if you post videos that are morally and all of these things, people don't get to appreciate it. Now, that is because of your style of presentation, your style of like the way you put it out there. Let me give a simple example. Look at Pastor Emmanuel.
Ire.
Yes. Now, see, I don't know why I like that guy, but honestly speaking, for every time that I sit down to listen to him, it gives me more reason to listen to him. Not because of, see, he's preaching the same thing any other person would preach. And that's why there are other persons too that I so much love them. You see Reverend Funke, Reverend Funke, yeah. Then, Pastor Mildred and his wife, Pastor Kingsley and his wife, rather. Yeah, now, if you listen to these people preach, they preach differently. Even Femi Lazarus is doing well too.
I was going to mention
Femi
that.
Lazarus is doing well too. Even Lawrence too. There are many of them, right? Now, listen to them. You see that their style of preaching is different. They're not telling you to come and cast the demons. See, it's not like they don't say those things. Okay, what's his name? I've forgotten. Suleiman. Is it Suleiman? Yeah, Joshua.
Joshua Selman.
Yeah, Joshua. I mean, not Apostle Suleiman. It's Joshua Selman. Yeah. So if you listen to them, they are coming to tell you the same thing that the scripture has said. They're coming to tell you that, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. But now there's a different way they are saying. They're saying they put it in a relatable way to you. So it's just like the way the first Uber driver will carry you to your destination is the same way, and the second one will do. But what will make this other person different? What will make A different from B is the way he or she related with you. Right? So if you're coming out there to say, there's something you want to post, and you feel like, people are not seeing this, you have to look at your style of presenting. You have to look at first of all your camera, because nowadays if I see some videos that are not making sense, I'll be like, please, can we pass it? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to work with what is trending now. Right? So if you're coming to, like I said, if you're coming to tell us that, in the beginning was with God and all of those things, there's a way you should be. There should be a style. You should be connecting to the Gen Zs. You should be connecting to the new generation, because that's the only way I would want to hear you. If you're coming with the ancient days, I won't listen to you.
We brought a guest to this show last week, and she said she is a poet, but the way she renders her poet is unclad. Not totally unclad, but she just wraps a lineage around her. Do you think she has done good for herself by trying to present poetry in the Gen Z way, like you said? Because we understand the fact that we're trying to progress. Like Pastor Femi Lazarus, for example, and that makes it a relatable example. Throwback when we go to churches with our parents, it's always die by fire, then tongues and blasting of tongues. Right. But right now, they are preaching because of the type of audience, which is growth, which is we are advancing. There are some things like social media. Look at Media World, for example. Breakfast show will always be a breakfast show, right? They'll always bring political. You didn't expect breakfast show they should play Zazuze on a breakfast show because we are trying to catch the Gen Z.
I feel you.
Yeah, that will not work. There's some things that they cannot change, and there's some content that, my darling, shoot on 4K, shoot on 1082p, shoot on 8K self. It will not go viral until you're showing that type of content.
See, there are ways to work around these things. Why is it that when you hear problem, the only thing you first of all think about is Kiki? Why is it that, okay, let me use breakfast show. The reason why the both of us are sitting here and we have a lot of people listening to us is because we are Gen Zs. And there's a way we speak. There's a way we coin out our own kind of problem that is relatable. Do you understand?
Why are podcasts now doing excellently well?
Why are podcasts?
Podcasts.
Okay,
I don't want to mention unnecessary names.
When you say excellently well, you have to explain that.
Numbers, comments, views. That's definition of excellently well right now.
Now, if you look at the style of podcast, see this journey that you want me to explain now.
Please go deeper, Daddy.
That's giving me a Zune vibes. Okay, so if you come to the word of podcast, you will see that they try as much as possible for you to be very entertaining. I remember I was speaking to my boss yesterday, and I was telling her that there's this popular one that everybody knows. The show, we are both a fan, right? And if you watch from the beginning, if you've been with them from the onset, you get to understand that there was some kind of conversation they were always having. In short, they made sure that there was this lady that was always on the seat, right? Even when one person is saying this, another person is saying this, she's always on the left.
Naomi,
God bless you. She's always on the left.
Right.
Nedru is saying this. Who else? Hustle Material is saying this. The baby is always on the left. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is important that if you're coming out for a podcast now, okay, I watch Diary of the CEO. Why do I watch that? Now, if you listen to him, the kind of question, first of all, the kind of guest that he brings to on set, right? You will see that their level of understanding is quite different, and he tries as much as possible to make it smooth, fun, and ease. So they'll take you down from history down to okay, I remember when he was thinking about divorce and all of those things, and he brought a divorce lawyer, and the way the guy was explaining he gave us good statistics, and when you listen to him, you would definitely sit down for a complete 1 hour to just watch him.
Now it begs the question, where do we draw the line on the gram? As an average content creator and as a celebrity, where do we draw the line on the gram?
I thought I already answered this question.
No, I need a direct answer
Let me hear you first, because I don't think you've answered that.
For me, I'm a very private person.
Okay.
So anything that is not related to your line of business, your career path, I really do not want to see it on social media. The fact that you are not related to me seeing you twerk, yes, it's entertaining, it's aesthetically pleasing, like they say. But I really do feel like it shouldn't be on the gram. So that's my line. As long as it's not career related or business related, I do not want to say it.
But do you know that this twerking and all of these things you're talking about, those are some people's job. I'll give Pride Ivy as an example.
Or Jemmy now.
Do you remember Pride Ivy? Do you know Pride Ivy? Now, that's the lady that sang, that danced with, what's her name now, Rema, when he did the O2 Arena thing. So you'll see that that's her job. That is what brings money to her table. So if you're telling her now not to twerk, it is...
That is a lie. You know, said, God be I said your business or your career path.
Okay, but you use the example of twerking now. So that's what me just telling you.
Career path.
That's people's job.
It's related to what she does for a living. We have a couple comments on our social media or on our YouTube. This one's coming from Tasha Jones. She says, good morning, beautiful ladies of ways. Exactly. Some people are delusional because once you post on social media, you open yourself to scrutiny. That is it. The moment you've posted yourself, your husband, or your child on social media, I have a right to comment. If turn off your comment section,
don't talk that
the next time you post, I'll go and comment. Let's quickly take a look at our book before we wrap up for today. We are going to be... I introduced it yesterday, but it's time to just quickly talk about it. This book is from Dele Farotimi, titled this book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. I'll do a quick, I'll read out a little bio of the author of the book, and then from tomorrow on, we start taking it page by page. This is a very interesting ride. I'm sure that you are right there with me. So Dele Farotimi is a lawyer and author, a member of the Citizens Rally Against Oppressions. He served as the president of Student Union at the Lagos State University, LASU, in 1994-1995 and was called to the Nigerian Chamber in 1999. Dele Farotimi is an activist, a political commentator, and author of the book Do Not Die in War. Dele Farotimi has written 2 books, and this book is the third writing of Dele Farotimi. He's married to Fumi Farotimi, and they are blessed with 3 children. This book, I love the fact that it's so at the book launch, someone came and said this book will not take you 4 hours, and the moment you start reading it, I love books like that. They cue you want to see the next page, the next page. My boss said this book is full of gospels, and
it is actually.
We will start analyzing it tomorrow. You can try to get the copy before tomorrow. That's if you can. But then you will enjoy this ride. This is where we wrap up the show for today. Till we come.
So there's a comment, right? Take that, please.
Okay, there's a comment that says, just a minute. Let me try to load it up. Okay, there's a comment that said, God bless, coming from Tasha Jones again. She says, God bless Kenyan youth for revolting against evil governors. Unlike Nigerian youths who are on the gram over Davido and Sophia Mata, see their lives. I would have loved to comment about it because we protested during 2020.
We did,
what happened? What happened? But a guest came here last night and said, if everybody is talking about the same thing, I mean, if you go to X and they're talking about bad governance, if all our influencers, big political, small influencers and big influencers are talking about bad governance, there is no how our government, our governors, state, local, federal level will not listen, which is the truth. But then let's say we've learned from Kenya. Let's go back and then go back to the drawing table and then come back.
Thank you very much, Tasha. We'll go back to the drawing table.
We'll go back to the drawing table. And you're also a youth, so please help us to re-strategize. God's beauty, thank you very much for doing it to me.
Thank you so much for having me.
And to you, our viewers, thank you very much for making it a date with us. Let's do it again tomorrow. See you, same time, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Bye for now.